All right, well, this is for the person who has a habit of always saying, keep the change. All right, and this is nothing personal. All right, but this is just a fact. Like, that joint pisses me off when people consistently tell, when they buying something, they say, nah, keep the change. And it's funny, I actually did that when I was younger. I used to always think that that was like a cool thing to do. Like, I used to think it like represented like I have more than enough money. But listen, when people do that around me, it completely pisses me off. And for the person who's wondering where I'm at right now, I'm actually at the Sheraton Hotel in Dallas, Texas, right? So when I flew here, I know I keep telling you guys about these air miles that get you sky miles, right? And what I realize is that people who have a habit of always saying keep the change travel at least one time a year, and they refuse to get air miles and sky miles, right? And I want to challenge you, right? If you're traveling on any airline, like, you should have air miles for every airline that you travel on, right? Like me, I prefer traveling with Delta, but I have air miles with American, United. I got air miles with all of them. So I almost showed y'all my password. Hold on. All right, so here you go. I don't know if y'all could see it, but that say Demetrius Brown, and you could see. Let me, because I want to see. It's 27,000 miles, right? Oh, no, that's over there. Damn, did I mess it up? All right, I think I'm messing. Wait, I think I messed that up. All right, here it is. Boom, 27,327 miles. All right, so what does having a habit of saying keep the change have to do with air miles? It has everything to do with it, right? I don't think anybody is in the position financially to be saying keep the change, right? It is not a cool thing. This is a new rule, right? You get your change. You don't make them keep the change. You get your change, all right? And also, I'm challenging you to also get your air miles. And here's a little secret about it. For someone who just traveled less than 6 months ago, you can use your, even if you didn't have air miles yet. If you traveled, let's say 4 or 5 months ago, call up or get online, get your air miles account. Listen, it's free. And it's only going to benefit you. I mean, there's so many extra perks for having, air miles, right? So in this video, I'm challenging you again to stop saying keep the change. I want you to start getting your change. All right. And a tip is completely different. We'll talk about that on another video. You give somebody a tip for extra service. That's one thing. But that whole mentality of keeping the change, I want that to stop. And also for the person who's traveling by flight, at least once a year, or you need to get air miles. You need to figure out how to do it. If you need help with it, drop me a comment, and I'll send you an email on exactly how you can do it. I just don't like seeing people throw money away, right? And that's the same concept with air miles. I see people traveling month after month, and they refuse to get these air miles, and I have no idea why. It's going to only benefit you. All right, so prayerfully, you guys got something valuable. I got a big weekend out here in Texas. Continue to pray for me. I'll be back next week, and we'll be talking about some more life stuff. All right, so again, stop saying keep the change. That's no longer cool. I want you to get your change, and listen, even if you got to get your change, you don't want it, give it to somebody else, right? Give it to somebody else. Maybe put it in your children's savings fund or college fund, or maybe you could just get a jar. I have a jar at my house where I just have a big jar full of change, right? You see pennies, nickels, dimes. At the end of the day, I empty my pockets and throw my change in there. All right, so my name's Billionaire Brown. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. I will be back next week. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.